Zits and zombies, I should have just watched anything else. Every time I'm on any of my streaming services checking out their horror stock, I always see fear flicks that look dumb or just really uninteresting. That's where my personal horror collection comes in to help me in my time of need. But not this time. This time was just a terrible mistake. My fellow cohort of crap cinema, Slasher Steve, lent me this film set from Mill Creek Entertainment entitled Freak Show Cinema. And boy, what a freak show it truly is. Just judging from the Curse of Blanchard Hill on its own two legs, or however many it does or does not have, I don't think that Mill Creek could have picked a better theme for this film package. The Curse of Blanchard Hill has to be the shittiest, most taxing endurance film that I've probably ever watched or ever wanted my time back from. The Canucksploitation film Things has more entertainment value than this fucking atrocity to mankind. I really don't know where to go from here beyond this lead-in paragraph, so let's just dive headfirst into this heap of dinosaur dung without a swimsuit. The film graciously chugs into the opening with a bunch of pointless stock footage such as waterfalls, leaves, plants, trees, a water bug for pretty much no reason, and black and white clips of plastic bottles covered in dirt. Whatever. It's spring 1985. A Buick/Oldsmobile looking car parks on the side of the road. A tunnel snake from Fallout 3 gets out of the car. He starts filming random shit because he feels like it. He walks a path up the side of a hill. He films more shit. He looks at the forest for what seems like 10 years, and then we see chickens and a squirrel. Alright. All of a sudden, he's getting brutally murdered by no one, and we see edited flashes of spiders and snakes. Worst fucking opening ever. 22 years later, sweet Jesus. The ugliest set of campers on these here 9 rocks of our solar system are walking up to the campsite to some chick with a warmly mediocre singing voice trying to harmonize "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain."
When she comes, she'll be coming round the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes.
Oh god, I need some Tylenol. Better yet, get me some needles to punch holes in my eardrums. Did this chick just say, "Don't hold your wiener that close," and then bites the hot dog she's roasting?
Okay, don't hold your wiener that close.
Then this guy pretends to suck on it. Gainus already, and we're only 8 minutes in. I can't wait for more. Who's this idiot with the sunglasses? Crispin Glover's Z-grade brother? After more wiener roasting and dumb dick jokes, a Lane Staley wannabe and his decent-looking plus-size girlfriend show up in his whip. Really stupid music that sounds like an air compressor starts playing. Lane Staley and sexy plus size are going at it, and some guy with a machete shows up. He then stabs them both through the stomach at the same exact time. More air compressor music starts playing. Then we get to watch them bleed for literally 2 minutes. We also then get the pleasure of listening to Z-grade Crispin telling a really pointless urban legend about Blanchard Hill. I personally don't care. We cut to see the Sports Authority version of Jason Voorhees, complete with machete, Adidas running breakaway pants, and a flannel shirt. He slits Frodo's cousin's neck. He bleeds for 30 seconds, then Flannel Jason rips his tongue out and flings it back in his face. He's a gentleman, you know. Z-grade Crispin is doing a nature walk all by his lonesome while drinking a massive bottle of rubbing alcohol. It can't be any worse than straight Everclear at a college party. That waterfall is freaking loud. He then takes a big swig, screams very loudly for no logical reason at all. Park Ranger Gomer sees the couple that got stabbed earlier, makes a few idiotic faces, screams, and does the Technicolor yawn. These people are so damn boring! One of the ugly girls sees some crushed raspberries in the grass. She runs. Z-Grade Crispin touches it for some random reason, and then we see some guy that hasn't bathed in the last few weeks eating some potato chips. Some of them fall out of his mouth. Flannel Jason stabs Dirty Chip Guy in the back and he bleeds for about 10 seconds. Now we get to see the two shittiest cops ever hired by any kind of law enforcement agency. Fake Stash Wahlberg is making breakfast and he's having some kind of trouble cutting a block of Spam. Once overweight Jack White gets done snorting a line, they grab their badges, get fucked up some more, and head out to Blanchard Hill. When is this gonna fucking end already? Park Ranger Gomer runs into Fake Stash Wahlberg and overweight Jack White, and he shows them that dead couple from earlier.
Well, at least they got to screw before they died, at least.
Then overweight Jack White throws Lane's condom on Gomer's cowboy hat. I thought it was funny.
Hey, did you hear about that furry convention happening this weekend?
Yeah, isn't that happening out here on Blanchard Hill?
Yeah, man. I sure hope a hunter doesn't mistake a forest animal for one of those furries.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah, those degenerates need to be shot anyway. A fat hunter gets killed by Flannel Jason. This is really the only death scene in the movie worth seeing, and even that's a stretch. The girl with a bandana is walking through the forest, and then Flannel Jason comes in behind her and smashes her face into a tree about 3 or 4 times. Very gorily, I might add. More stupid dialogue between Fake Stash Wahlberg and overweight Jack White. Drinking, smoking, the movie being self-aware of how fucking stupid the plot is. Then a flashback of 2 fat tattooed and pierced lesbians and some asshat that wants to film them doing sexual things with each other. Flannel Jason promptly slays all of them. This scene of the girl's boobs and them bleeding goes on way too long. It has to be somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not even joking. We cut to an owl sleeping and some dumb people at the campfire. Flannel Jason then squishes some jackass's eyes out with his thumbs. Really starting to like this guy. Fake Stash Wahlberg and overweight Jack White wake up with a bunch of empty alcohol bottles around them. Fake Stash Wahlberg takes a piss, and his mustache falls off. He starts blabbing on about how nature is starting to possess him. Then he shoots himself. Yay, I've been waiting for this to happen. Now scenes in a sepia filter we just saw 20 minutes ago. Hooray. Z-Grade Crispin tells his girl he's gonna go get some help. A Greg Brady stand-in shows up and starts filming shit. Z-Grade Crispin steals his car. The Greg Brady stand-in and Z-Grade Crispin are bitching at each other in the middle of a forest path when Flannel Jason shows up and stabs Greg Brady. Z-Grade Crispin then shoots Flannel Jason a bunch of times and he spontaneously combusts. Z-Grade Crispin hears the air compressor music. He then strangles his girlfriend. Then Crispin chops her up and eats her strawberry cheesecake innards. Yummy. Next up is a group of stoners that include a chick playing a ukulele pretty terribly and some hookah. Then Crispin and overweight Jack White meet up. They say some stupid shit about littering and Mexicans.
What about the Mexicans? I mean, they litter just as much as we do.
Wrong, detective.
And then Crispin gets shot. Then it starts snowing or raining or whatever the weather conditions are supposed to be. I want to shoot myself just like Fake Stash Wahlberg did. That, unfortunately, Zits and Zombies was the unholy mess that is known as Curse of Blanchard Hill. Please, I beg of you, stay as far away from this film as you possibly can. It's not even worth it. Even as much of a fan of underground trash as I am, I never want to watch this movie ever again. As of my putting this review together, this had to be my 4th or 5th time viewing this piece of toilet waste, and I still have no idea how I'm still alive. I would rather be the girl in the middle of the human centipede at the end of that movie than have to sit through this shit stain on the backside of my boxers ever again as long as I live. Give me some of Grandpa's cough medicine. I'm going to bed.